Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for August 3rd through the 9th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. I just remembered my dream from last night. Not all of it, but a section of it. Why the fuck was I living in the city? But it didn't look like the city. Well, it did to some extent. No, it didn't. Somewhere by Montrose. It said Montrose Harbor, but it wasn't the beach. It wasn't the Montrose Harbor that I know. I don't fucking know. Anyways. Let's see. The overall energy for the reading, the Wheel of Fortune. You could be dealing with some changes here. Drastic changes, quick changes. But let's see. In the recent past, the Star, the Devil, the Lovers. Oi, 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 oi. What is this? It's looking like a connection. Very deep connection. Deeply unhealthy by the looks of it. Deeply unhealthy, as it turns out. Yeah, that's not even the issue. The issue is that you're showing up saying, yeah, that's what I want in this whole wide world. That's my number one wish. That connection. And I'm like, why? But sometimes we do as souls to learn. So maybe that's why. Okay, we'll see what that is. In the current situation, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Page of Cups. Somebody's doing something or saying something, but it carries the reaction of confusion a little bit. So if somebody were to, I don't know, let's say you're hanging out with somebody. Did you just meet them? Yeah, no, let's say it's your best friend for like 20 years. You've known them. And they're picking you up. You're going on a drive somewhere, I don't know, 2-3 hours away, whatever. You're hanging out. But you decided, okay, we're going to go do that today. Okay. And they're picking you up and they're driving. And while they're driving, at some point, you're like, have you always... Did you always drive like this? Like, I don't know. There's something off about their driving. Not necessarily bad or just different than what you knew of, you know. So it's kind of like that. Like a little bit of, what the fuck? You know? Were you always... Did I not notice for 20 years that you were the type of driver of careful? Or I don't know. You know, something off. Different. So it catches you by surprise a little bit. Okay, this is not about, I don't think it's about driving, but it's something like that, where that kind of a surprise type of an energy. Anyways, in the immediate future, the Two of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. Why are these energies showing up like this? I don't understand. This is showing up like maybe a work situation, maybe you're working with someone, and it's because it's a teamwork type of an aspect that shows up here, and it's something that makes 100% sense, but then it doesn't. Then it's like, from all angles you're looking at this, it's like, yeah, it makes sense, and then it's like, knowingly you're lying to yourself when you say that, because you know it doesn't make sense. It's going to be one of those readings, huh? Let's untangle these energies. Let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Let's do the Wheel of Fortune. Holy crap being crap. For the Wheel of Fortune, you get the Wheel of Fortune again, the Devil, the Emperor. What is this energy that doesn't fucking leave you alone? Why is this coming back? Is it yours then? there's that unhealthy aspect of whatever that was in the past, which we'll get to in a minute. It keeps on coming back somehow. I can't tell if it's your energy then. Is it something unhealthy that's been brought up from that experience that now is creating all sorts of issues for you on a personal level? Because I don't see that connection attached to it necessarily. I just see the aspect of unhealthy that's been brought back. But you are showing up with the sense of, I can handle it. Okay. I've learned how to handle it. Okay, let's see. For the star in the recent past, you get the Seven of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the World card. Okay, yeah, at some point this was something that you're showing up as your heart's desire. That's how it's showing up, this energy. Like, that's, you don't need anything else but this connection. Like, initially, that's how it's showing up. Then, at some point, it's not showing up the same. It's showing up as, you know what? I'm just going to count my losses and move on. I'm done wanting this. I'm done. Okay, and I can see why something quite unhealthy came to the surface with this one. For the Devil, you get the Fool, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Swords. Ooh, icky energies. Icky energies. Where I see where you're coming from, and your energy is freaking amazing, and then it almost looks like whatever you're putting out there is being turned or returned in a very unhealthy way, in a very nasty way. So it's like when you're saying something and somebody twists that and kind of uses it to attack you with what you just said, but you didn't say that. But they twisted it in such a way that it looks like a freaking dangerous weapon right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's twisted, basically. And I feel like that was too much, you know. If it happens once, it happens once. But that type of an energy doesn't just happen once. It's a repetitive, all the time. That's how it's built, on that foundation of flipping. You water signs are for this week, you're giving me headaches, man. That's why you're last. For those of you that ask, why are we last? Why? Anyways, for the Lovers, you get, because I don't know with you guys. I never know with you guys. You're always giving me surprises here. For the Lovers, you get the Five of Pentacles, the Magician, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're trying to be done with this. It's very hard, because once it gets into that type of pattern, unhealthy pattern, it's almost creating an addiction to it. So it's very hard to just say, oh, I'm done with this and I'm out. No, if the addictive energy came through, then it's going to be very hard to just walk away from that. So you're trying to end that. I see you being like, okay, I need to be done with this. So that means that you've taken on a process there of termination, basically, over whatever that was. It was just very complicated from what I can see there. Let me do the Eight of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords. What's interesting about this is that you're growing more and more in clarity in, hey, this is what I truly want. If initially maybe you weren't sure that you wanted this, now you're at the point of, I really want to remove myself from this, or remove the situation completely out of my life. The problem is it's become so complicated that you get lost in the how. Like, how do I do that? How it's become so fucking messed up, you know? And it's painful, and it's ew. So you know what you want. The problem is you don't know how to achieve that, you know? But you're trying certain things here. So I think at this moment in time, I think that's the best thing you could do. If you can't just cut it out altogether, the trying part will prevail at some point. For the Ace of Wands, you get the Tower, the Empress, the Four of Pentacles. Why does it keep on blowing up in your face? You keep on putting energy out there. It keeps on getting twisted when it comes back, and it shows up as... it's nasty terrain here. But you keep on trying. You keep on trying. And you're very determined to get to a fucking outcome, because for right now, it's just energies that are messy and complicated and all over the map. For the Page of Cups, you get the Three of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. You have trust. You have trust in yourself that you'll overcome this. As I said, right now, this process is not about necessarily ending this as much as it is about you gaining a sense of strength and clarity and determination and, okay, here we go, we can do this. Right now, you're in the process of building yourself up to be able to terminate this, you know? And you're getting there. You're getting there. Your energies are popping through this mess. I can see you sticking out from time to time, and I'm like, okay, we got that going. We got a bunch of things going for you here. So slowly but surely, you're getting there. Let's do the Two of Cups in the immediate future. You get the Chariot, the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. See, there's something that shows up that makes 100% sense. It could even be a new friendship. Maybe somebody's showing up, you feel good talking to them about even this, I don't know. But something is showing up nicely coming together between your energy and another energy. It just feels good. Everything about it feels good. But then again, I'm seeing a little bit of deception in the aftermath of that. For the King of Pentacles, you get the Strength card, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups. Oh. Okay, so it could be just a new experience altogether, and you're showing up as, I think I'm ready for this. Kai, I think I'm ready to open up the door for you once I'm done with the... Give me a sec. You're showing up with the sense of, I think I'm ready for this. I think I'm good to go. I think I'm ready to open up to... That's why there's deception, because I think you're ready for this. I think you feel like you're ready for this, and the energies are going to show up in such a way in which you will believe that. My issue is, what happened to this experience here? And don't tell me, oh, I shut it down, because you didn't. So it's an overlapping type of an energy. And as much as you may believe that you're ready for this new experience, you can give it a shot. But I'm not seeing this closed off, this other experience, the previous one. I'm seeing you potentially believing that you're getting there, or that you're almost there with it. But no. For the Five of Swords, you get the King of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Moon. You may need some more time. When this shows up here, as good as it feels, try to take a few steps back and try to be as honest as possible with yourself here. Because you may, again, present yourself as, or feel yourself as being ready for this, but you may need, like your inner you says, I think I need some more time. If this is meant to be, and if it's a good situation for you, it'll still be there, you know, even if you take a little more time. So try to not get caught up in the emotion of, oh my God, this feels so good. Try to stay connected to yourself and to your truth. And if you consider somewhere in there, hey, you know, just a little more time is not going to hurt anybody, then by all means, just be brutally honest with yourself here. Don't let yourself get caught up in the emotion of what this presents, because it does feel good. I'm not going to lie. This is like, fuck yeah, you know? But again, and also trust that it's going to stick around. It's still going to be there when you're ready for it fully. Because I'm not seeing a closure to this one. I'm like, hold on, what happened to this experience? Oh, you know, it's going to close off when it's going to close off. Okay. But for you to be, you know, fully open to the new experience, you can't be still present in the previous experience, because you are. Not physically, maybe, but emotionally you are. And there's still a whole lot of healing happening in the background. That's still going to happen for who knows how long. You can still open up to new things, sure. But to some extent, you're going to need to put a close on that chapter at some point so that you can freely move into the next one, But if they're both open at the same time, then we got a different story on our hands. So, but anyways, let's see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Chariot, the King of Wands, the Nine of Cups. The universe has a green light for you. 2 thumbs up, and you're on the right track here. You're on the right path. Whatever it is you're doing, keep on doing it. So, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.